college in the fall of 2003, and I was excited, but terrified, because I went out. I was going out to college by myself. I really didn't know anyone. The only thing I was really set up with was my pastor's wife from home helped me find a ride to the church out there, which, I mean, I was very grateful for, because I didn't have a car. I was really hopeful and optimistic when I first went out there, but it was a lot tougher than I expected it to be. I mean, maybe I watched too many episodes of Full House growing up, but I kind of expected things to fall into place a little easier than they did. I mean, it never occurred to me that, I would have a hard time making friends. I was always the type of person to make a few close friends and then just kind of be friendly to other people. So it never occurred to me that I wouldn't make any friends at all, or that I would have a hard time. In fact, I remember looking at the church website out there and seeing pictures of the people that went to that church that they had on the website, thinking, these are going to be my new best friends, because that, wasn't naive or anything. It didn't go like that at all. I really had a hard time making friends, so that was tough. I got really lonely pretty quickly. I had friends from home I talked to on the phone. I spent most of my time on the phone, and most of my free time in studying, and I got really good grades my freshman year of college. Since I felt I was called out to that college, I did start having doubts. This was my first period of major doubt that I had since converting to that religion. And that was really difficult for me, because that was something I really wanted to rely on, because I was struggling, I was hurting. And so I tried to plunge myself in deeper. I started praying more. I started finally really cracking open my Bible and reading it. I would scour the Bible for anything that would help me. I started fasting, which, for those of you who don't know, that's just not eating anything, eating or drinking, depending on how their fasting goes. I didn't eat or drink. No eating or drinking. I did 24-hour fasts, and I started doing them once a week to help my spirit feel closer to God. And I did all these things really to get rid of the doubts and to try to be happy, try to be more accepting, and try to have God move more in my life. I felt like He wasn't. It wasn't that I couldn't feel God. It was that I was just so unhappy, and that was really confusing for me. I really held on with everything I was, and felt like it deepened me as a person. And at the time, I felt like it really strengthened me as a Christian, because I learned how to have my own spiritual life outside of just leeching off the church at this time, which was good, I think. In that way, it taught me how to seek for myself, and I think that was kind of a healthy thing to learn. I didn't rely as much on the emotional high of the church during this time. I wanted to rely on that, but there wasn't anything for me to do that, because the church I was going to didn't provide this for me the same. So I had to find other things. But I was still doubting. I was doubting the religion especially. I was doubting the doctrines, some of the basic doctrines they taught. I didn't doubt God. I didn't doubt Christianity, but I really started to doubt some of the stipulations they put on salvation, some of the rules, things like that, some of the more legalistic things I really started to doubt, because I was around so many people who didn't do these things, and it was really hard for me to believe that they were evil or horrible or anything like that. I really tried not to think about how I thought most people were going to hell, but I was doubting more than anything. I was doubting the doctrines, and I was doubting the legalism. But this changed, and I'll explain that in the next video how it changed.